Evening, folks. I'm Jason, and I'm bundled up like a little homeless lady. It's cold out. It's not as cold as it has been, but it's still really cold. It's particularly cold in here. I could turn the heater on, which would be the smart thing, but instead, because it's so loud, I'm making the sacrifice of leaving it off so that you can hear me clearly, because nobody is watching this. I don't care. It's Mecha Taco. Assault Android Cactus. This is part 2. Let's go. Let's play this. Not Campaign Plus, because I am not a masochist. You know what? I'm going back with Lemon. Forget you guys. Alright, so where did we leave off yesterday? Oh shoot, hang on, had to fix my controls. Wait, what the hell? Uh-oh. The studio mode, what the crap? Oh, my buttons. What the heck's going on? Okay, hang on. We're having some technical issues here. My controller. I'm using this lovely little Wii U game pad, this Wii U Pro controller, which is a great controller. The wireless dongle that I have is a third-party dongle, and I've got a couple of them because I got one of these for like $5 at Goodwill. It's fantastic. Anyway, long story short, Reese and I had played Cuphead earlier on the Switch. He had set up this controller, which I had hooked to the PC, up for the Switch, so I switched it back, and apparently it screwed up all my settings when I did such a thing. No big deal. We will fix that right now. Hopefully my recording is fine. Yeah. Put it in studio mode. I don't even know what that is. That's beyond my abilities. Game settings. No. Push any button. There you go. Beautiful. Default skill. Oh no, I'm fine with it. Pro mode. Auto restart. I don't care about that either. Alright. And oh, clear scores in 6. Oh, I don't want to do that. Stop that. Alright, for real now. Let's play. Lemon. Everything's working over there. That's good. I'm pointing that direction because that's where my second monitor is. This setup is really weird in my living room, but it works. Because I need to set it up so that it's streamed, so I can stream it, obviously, without it looking terribly tacky. I say this as I've got, like, you know, pixel characters right behind me and anime figures everywhere. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. Alright, so we did that one. Did we do Revolution? We lost at Revolution, if I'm not mistaken. Did we? I think we did. Yes. So let's do it. Mecha Taco, everybody. I almost did not do this tonight, and not because I'm tired, not because, you know, I just wasn't feeling it. It's just kind of, for lack of a better phrase, it's a bit of a funk that I end up getting myself into, where it's like, if I'm not properly enthused for a project, I procrastinate. But not in a fun, lazy procrastination way, like, I'm not gonna do this, so I'll just, you know, goof off. It's more of I just sit there and think about doing it, but I don't. And yeah, it is really weird. And I obviously I don't like it. So I'm trying to combat it. And the best way to combat it is basically just to do the dang thing that I set out to do.
Battery over here.
I need to kill more things, kill them faster. I need to kill faster, and bullets too slow. Let's see. Oh.
Battery out.
Oh, battery up. I'll take that. Come on, give me a better power up. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, cool. Seriously? Dang it, that sucks. I had 2 extra fire powers, and I lost it all. Stupid fish things. There. They look like fish. I don't know what they actually are. They look like fish.
Shut down. Battery up.
Man, I am really pushing it on the battery here. This is not the best playthrough at this stage.
I'm getting the feel for this. Battery here.
My combo meter is high, that's nice.
Accelerate.
Die already. Come on, battery.
Shut down. Battery up.
Thank you. Seriously, it's down to the wire every time. That's fun.
Weapon maximum. Battery over here.
Get a battery. Giant. This is stressful.
Firepower.
This is really stressful. Oh, yay. Now we're going super fast. It's changing the rotation. I love it.
Battery here.
Where? Give me the battery. The battery. Thank you. You know what? I'll just stand.
I'm just getting started.
Hopefully I don't die.
Battery over here. Shut down. Firepower.
I'll take that shutdown. Oh, thank goodness we're almost done. That was
All right.
intense.
Who's next?
Ah. All right. Boss time. In case I wasn't properly stressed. Oh dear. Yeah, Justice, give it the program. I like the smiley face on the shield. I like the designs for the game, I really do.
Initiating containment protocol. Establishing defense.
Alright, what's the pattern here? Oh,
Orders must be
well,
followed.
it's not good.
Firepower.
Must
Oof.
comply.
Oh, I was like, what is pulling me? It's these stupid falls.
Firepower.
Those need to go.
Why do you
Man,
resist?
those are special. Anybody wanna
Shut down.
give me a battery, please?
Must comply.
All right, I don't know if Lemon is the right character for this. Fine, we'll go with Cactus.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that Reese and I played Cuphead earlier. He got it for Christmas, and he's broke me into playing it. It's a beautiful game. It really is. The animation is extraordinary, but it's hard. It's definitely.
Containment protocol.
How to best describe it? Jeez. You know, it's a memorization platform. You know, the bosses all have patterns that you have to. Nearly impossible to beat it the first time through. You need to see all of their attacks a few times before you grok any real strategy. That sucks. Seriously.
Must comply. Orders must be followed. That was your warning.
This is rough. This is rough. Ah, shit. That's fine. Let's try it again. You know what? We'll get back to Cuphead in a little bit. Let's focus on
Establishing defense
trying to
perimeter.
destroy this stupid thing.
Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down.
That's pretty nice. I'll take that.
Accelerate extended.
All right. I really want to keep accelerating.
Battery up.
Compromised. Activate support units.
Ooh. Psychopath?
Hold still.
No. Oh, come on. Dang it.
Battery over here.
Nice.
Activate additional units. Must
Ooh. Shoot. Can I have that battery, please? Thank you.
Firepower.
raise output insufficient. Switching idle.
Flamethrower is pretty nice.
Damage mode exceeded. Limiting engine reactor. Damage. System inoperable.
That's right. Indeed.
All clear.
Anyway, Cuphead. So yeah, it's, you know, even the stages are very, very pattern based. So it's a lot of trial and error and memorization, but it is satisfying, and it is fun. Okay, let's do it. So yeah, having a good time with it. Ooh, don't like these guys. The little blue guys need to go. Tractor beam nonsense.
Accelerate.
I just realized I was running from the power-ups. They were scaring me. Yeah. Well-timed shutdown. Speaking of the boys, they've been with the weather. We've had a lot of snow days. Some remote learning, some just full-on days off. Or in the past few weeks, they've only been to school physically twice. Which, I mean, obviously they love. I would have loved as a kid. That would have been amazing. They're going back to school tomorrow. There's a delay, but they are, so it's not a full day. Oh. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to it. They've been fine. It's difficult to get things done, definitely. But they've been. I really can't complain. They're also very good about doing like their remote work. Reese is extraordinarily disciplined when it comes to getting work done by himself. Making sure he's attending all of his classes and everything. He's proud of him. He's really good with that. Even if he drives me absolutely up the wall, trying to convince me that a full army of Pokemon could take down Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. Trying to logic it to Reese. I'm just like, this is going by, you know, comic book Thanos and Infinity Stones, and like he's essentially omnipotent. He knows where you're coming from. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So no sort of trick is going to work, as proven multiple times, and in the original story, you kind of have to distract him and convince him to basically make his own mistakes. There we go. Battery, thank you. Ooh, okay, I have to... Good. So, I told you I was freezing earlier. So I turned the Kotatsu one notch higher. It is almost permanently set on the lowest setting, and it's plenty warm. But I mean, it was cold, so I put it one notch higher. And I swear, it's like a friggin' hellfire beneath this thing. Man. So I'm lifting the futon aspect of it, which makes it look like I passed some really bad gas or something. Like, whoo, get this out of here. Yes. Mecha Taco, everybody. There we go. Gotta kind of air it out a little bit. Not because that's not the right word. Because now it does seem like I farted underneath this thing. No, I'm trying to get the heat out. Gosh, it's incredibly hot. You know, I could just turn it down. Let's see. Because, yeah, I can actually reach the core down. At least I think I can. Let's see. No, wrong way. There we go. Okay, there. That should do it. Man. It is. I'm like, my legs are like third-degree burns here. Okay. Back at it. Ooh.
Accelerate.
Stage is falling apart. That's always good.
Battery over here.
I mean, a flamethrower is actually pretty strong.
Battery here. Firepower.
So, when I was uploading, the first part of this, I loaded into the Mechataco channel, Mechataco account, I should say, which is always fascinating experiment. Because it just gets the weirdest recommendations on this channel. I don't know why. But one was for, I don't know what channel it is. They cover weekly releases from the 90s, which is, that's pretty neat.
Battery here.
It's pretty, I don't want to say awkward, because it's not. It's just kind of cheesy, the way it's presented. A little bit of acting is involved, and I don't know.
Battery up.
The guy looks like Emo Phillips, his long-lost brother. That's not very nice. I apologize. But anyway, sorry, nobody's watching this. I can say what I want until I get views, and then I'm like, ooh, well, I was a different person back then. As we've seen with Virtua Tennis and Eliza, that may not be true. Anyhow, in 1994, this week, Bonk's Adventure was released on the NES. I vividly remember seeing this game in the stores and just being like, what the crap? Evidently, it's an extraordinarily valuable game. If this channel is to be believed, it's currently loose. It goes for just under $1,000. In box, it's $1,600 or $1,900. I don't know, some stupid amount. For an inferior port of Bonk's Adventure.
Battery here.
What's wrong with you, collectors? Don't. Just stop it. Stop. Just stop. I'm all about preserving games. I think that's great. But you can do that. You can do that without spending that much money.
Battery up.
Because that's absurd. That is absolutely criminal. Don't pay that much for an 8-bit port of Bonk's Adventure. Come on, man. I mean, yes, if we're being technical, you know, the TurboGrafx is an 8-bit system. But you know what I mean. Interestingly enough, one of the other games that was covered was Skyblazer, which, so back in the day, gosh, it's weird to think this was 94. I had put together a little fanzine. It was this digital fanzine where you had to, you know, have an MS-DOS computer to read it. And I reviewed Skyblazer. I didn't realize at the time it was a rental-only game. There we go. It was not available in stores, and it's a game I've never gone back to. I remember there were aspects I liked about the game, but the whole thing felt super gimmicky. There was a lot of Mode 7, which, you know, to be fair, that was the super side, especially for third-party games. But, you know, looking at it, it's like, you know, it's not a bad-looking game, but I remember just feeling the game was utterly mediocre. And we're talking about, like, you know, 16-year-old me, 14-year-old me. It was something around that. No, it had to be 16. Yeah, 16-year-old me. Yeah, if you do the math, you can figure out my age now. I'm not doing the math because I'm terrible at math, and I don't care to remember how old I am. So anyway. '94, though, what a good year. A lot of fond memories. I would never want to relive that time. But, you know, if I could visit it, I'd be okay. Man, the 90s were cool for gaming. Not that you would be able to tell from that video. I mean, the releases were, let's see, what other releases were there? Lester the Unlikely for this SNES. Battle Chess for the 3DO. Which is just weird to hear them talk about, because it's like they presented it as if this game was like Alien. Like nobody's ever heard of Battle Chess before. But I don't know, maybe you haven't. I kind of assume you couldn't get away from Battle Chess back in the day. It was that and Chess Master. I mean, I had Battle Chess on my Apple IIgs. What else? Some Trivial Pursuit game for the Sega CD. Some solitaire game for the Super Nintendo, which surprisingly I'd never actually heard of. But then again, I don't really follow solitaire games. That was about it. Yeah, like I said, it was actually kind of neat. It was an interesting channel. I like the information. The presentation. It felt, I don't know, really awkward to me. And maybe some of that has to do with the fact that these are, you know, part of this is being presented as, you know, these are collector's items type thing. So that, I admit that that's probably an instant turn on for me. The false enthusiasm, I think, is also a little bit of a turn off.
Battery here.
Battery, hit the battery. But again, the information provided was solid. So it's hard. I'm like, I'd like this channel more if it was, I don't know,
All
written
clear.
differently. Or at least presented differently. I'm totally spoiled by Jeremy Parrish. His NES works. And Game Boy works. Absolutely fantastic series. Not always accurate, and it can be opinionated, but that's fine. I'm cool with it. Wow, look at this stage. Really messing with my head. This is great. All these stages have been really cool, actually. That's one thing I really like about this game.
Accelerate.
But no, if you haven't seen that channel,
Battery up.
get on it. It's
Accelerate.
some incredible history recorded. It's just really, it's fantastically written. I really do enjoy it. But it's one of the very few, YouTube content that I look forward to. Aside from Mecha Taco, of course. That's the best thing ever. Whenever I see a new Mecha Taco, I'm like, oh man, I'm on that.
Accelerate. Battery here.
I can't wait to see how many people are not watching the video. But I still do it because I enjoy it. I don't know. It's insidious. Get those out of here. I like seeing the little numbers increase.
Firepower.
303 videos. That sort of thing. That's fun. This is gonna be what, 3 or 4, I think. We actually, because I've been very nerdy when it comes to this. At 302, actually, I believe was.
Battery here.
Get it. The 100th episode since I don't say rebooting, relaunching the series with Castlevania with my friend Aaron. But I really need to get back in on this.
Battery over here.
That's definitely an adult thing. That's just like finding the time. And that's just an unfortunate part of life as you grow older. Cool.
Battery here.
Something as simple as just playing a game together becomes something that has to be planned. Oof. Spontaneity is rare.
Shut down. Battery over here.
Where get in there? I thought about contacting him to see if he wanted to help with this one. But then I was like,
Battery
I
up.
need to suck at this. that was my actual thinking. And that's not true. You'd be fine. clearly, as many games we've played, he tends to outclass me on a lot of titles. Some titles. Some. We definitely need to get some more games together though, because I do enjoy that. That's fun. Jude and I need to finish Mario 3. Man, we had a horrible showing that one. Reese and I need to play more EDF. We got stuff to do, definitely. Oh, come on. Oh. Like 3 enemies left. Let's change androids.
Sweet.
Let's go with Coral. I have a girl named Coral in college. I mean, I didn't know her like personally. She was actually a classmate of Rachel's. She was a theater major.
Battery over here.
And actually ended up being kind of nice, if I remember correctly. Like at first she was a little off-putting for whatever reason. But yeah, ended up actually being not a terrible person. The one thing I remember was that she introduced herself as Coral, and that she got the name because she was conceived on a beach. And that's just always stuck with me, because it's just like, you know, I didn't really need to know that, but thank you for letting me know. Well, obviously it worked. It stuck with me, that information. I've never forgotten it. 20 years later. So I don't remember her last name at all. But Coral, if you're out there, if you are Coral and you were conceived on a beach, hey, I remember that factoid.
Battery over here. Accelerate. Battery here. Shut down. Weapon maximum.
Coral is a badass, though. This Coral. This Coral's a badass.
Shut down. Battery up.
Yeah, that's terrible. It just dawned on me. I'm like, I don't even remember what she looked like. It's weird. I remember the name. I remember the story. I don't know what she looked like. Oh, how bad is that?
Keep it going. Accelerate. Battery over here.
Memory is a funny thing.
Shut down.
Yet I remember Sky Blazer. The first, I think it might have been the first boss. I don't know. There's this Mode 7 Fall. Oh, man, I hate those friggin' wizards. Some kind of friggin' wizard. Jeez. Seriously, back off. There. The bombs aren't great either.
Firepower.
Ooh.
Battery over here.
Cranky. The shield's awful. I love the shield.
Firepower.
Oh. Man, I'm gonna kill that thing so hard.
Battery here.
There's another one somewhere. Go.
Accelerate.
I really hate those wizards. I really hate them.
Accelerate.
There you go. Shotgun. Church.
Battery here.
I'm glad we're playing this game.
Accelerate extended.
I mean, don't worry. We'll go back to weird, goofy titles. But I mean, let's be fair. It's very doubtful you played this game
That was
or even
fun.
heard of it. I think this was what, like 2015 is when it was released. Plus time. Well worth your time. It really is. You know, I'm taking my little Doctor Who gloves off right now. Because I'm boiling. Alright. Now this is a treat. The android fighter girl has come out to play. Too bad you're a bit of outside your weight division. You're in my domain now. Yeah, why would you make this thing? I mean, Jesus, look at it. I don't remember this boss. I really don't remember this boss. This is really hard. The others I do. I definitely remember them, and not necessarily their patterns, but I remember what the bosses looked like and all that. This guy don't. This is not happening with her. Yeah, we're gonna switch it up. I can't get close enough. She has such a short range on her shotgun. Let's go with Starch. I beat it with Lemon apparently before. No, don't start attacking me yet. I gotta lift my, I have to lift my futon, which sounds like a, sounds like a euphemism. It's not, I promise. That's a lot easier to dodge when I'm able to shoot far away. Oof. Except when I don't. Seriously, that did not happen last time. You know what? I vaguely remember this boss now. Excuse me. The bullet hell spray patterns. Oh, I took it. I saw it too. Shut down work? Kind of? Nice. anything has range. Give me the battery. Ooh, I don't like that. Try aiming. There we go. Oh, shit, that worked? Kind of? I know, I'm trying to get over there. Oh. That was on me. Wasn't paying attention. Whoa! Yeah, dude. Get locked down again. Took my eyes off it for a moment. Come on, just die already. Give me your battery. We got this. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're okay.
Stands for me.
Oh, hey, the Pal World saga continues. So they've sold, as of today, they've sold 5 million copies of this game. It's an early access game, so it's getting a lot of attention. And there's definitely a lot more attention being brought on regarding the designs of the game. Whether or not they've been plagiarized. And now, I mean, there's accusations that it's just been outright copied. The meshes for the different Pokemon or pals are identical to Pokemon. Which isn't looking good. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry. I don't see how there's any question at all. Even if they weren't, these meshes weren't copied or AI generated. I mean, just look at them. There's inspired and then there's knockoff. It's not a parody, so it's not like, you know, you can pull that card. Now, that being said, the director of the game for the studio is claiming that, you know, his crew has been receiving a lot of nasty messages, including like death threats. And yeah, if that's the case, then that is pretty dumb. I mean, come on, guys. You guys just gotta use that a little bit. A lot of it. It's a video game. Choose your battles. Don't send death threats. I mean, come on. Are you serious? I mean, like, you're sending death threats over somebody who's ripping off Pokemon. I mean, really? I'm dead. Not that it's ever, you know, valid to send a death threat. It's just the silliest thing I can. That's something like, you know, a wannabe white supremacist would do online. Or somebody that you know, just absolutely murdered in Street Fighter. I can't imagine sending a death threat to like a game. I can't. Okay, so I can't imagine sending a death threat. Period. But to be so angry at a game that I cannot help but feel that I want to do physical harm to those who made the game possible. You know, on Mechataco, I've comically, for humorous effect, you know, wished ill of various developers, but it's pretty clear that I'm kidding. And I'm also fairly positive I've never actually wished for any of these people to be dead, to die. But, you know, thinking back, again, going back to 90s gaming, you know, I was caught up in the console war for a time. Definitely got out of that phase. But I mean, it was a real thing, and yeah. Jeez. You know, that feeling of inferiority for choosing the wrong system because, you know, your system didn't have something like Sylphie. Sylphie and Star Fox came out around the same time, if I remember correctly. Sylphie for the Sega CD. Mind you, they were compared because of the polygonal look. Mind you, Sylphie didn't actually use polygons. That was all very...
And my battery's running low.
There's a vocal track. Hang on.
I'm just a little android, and I'm moving oh so slow. Whoa. I'm just a little android.
Never... What?
And I'm laying on the floor.
It's a sad little game over song.
I'm just a little android.
I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my feelings. I'm not half the droid I used to be.
Sorry, I'm listening to this still.
I'm not half the droid I want to be. I used to feel so real. I used to feel my meaning.
Okay. Game Arts, I believe, was the developer behind Sylphie on the Sega CD, and they did a very clever trick of using the backgrounds were FMV, and they used a lot of flat shaded polygons, so there was next to no grain. It was very convincing and very cool to look at. Whereas obviously Star Fox used real-time polygons. Plus, they were two very different games. I always thought it was weird that there was always a comparison between the two. My point is, I do remember that feeling. I'm not justifying. I'm absolutely not justifying that sort of behavior, but I think I do get it. And it definitely is something that people need to, well, the people who are making the death threats need to get over themselves. And learn some perspective. It's okay to be critical of a developer or a game company. It's okay to be hard on them. But what's the point of the death threats? You know, what do you... Does it really make you feel better? Like, what do you think you can accomplish? You know, with threatening the developer you don't know. I mean, yeah, chances are that they're not thinking. They're just upset, and they just need to react. Alright, we finally moved on to a stage we haven't seen yet with this boss. Give up your battery, let's go. Come on. Close. Shh. This is hard. This is really tough. I need to be faster.
Dance for me.
Wait on the battery as long as I can. Oh, I say that, but then I just grab it. This phase. Oh, that circle's hell. Man, that shouldn't happen. I wanted to get that power up down to lockdown, or switch to lockdown, but I kind of got cornered. Oh, dang it. Maybe not. Oh. I can't dodge that one. almost got him. Thank you. Nice. Oh, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. Holy cow, can you get away from him? Man. Or not. Boom, I'm out of here.
Everything's dead.
Oh. Alright, you know what?
Pineapple!
Zone 4. Wait, is that right? Zone 4? Yeah. No, we're on Zone 5. What am I talking about? We're on Zone 5. Nerve Center. Ah, alright. Let's do one. Let's just do one stage.
All right.
I want to play as Peanut. And then we call it. I'll just try to shoot my little robot options. Nice timing on that shutdown. Weapon max, nice. I do like her power up, or her secondary shot, I guess. I hate those things. The whole ramming drill aspect is really cool. Very satisfying. I believe you're somewhat invincible when you do it too, which is kind of nice. God. Hey, dodge that garbage. Stages are really cool. Very, very creative. And honestly, well, there aren't a lot of power-ups. Each one you know, has an impact. And is useful in their own way. It's really like that. Yeah, that was not going to go well there. See that. Shutdown's the way to go. Whew. Oh. Wow. That was super close to an S. I can't believe that. All right. Centrifuge. Control. All right. Let's call it for tonight. That was good. A healthy dose of rambling. Some really, really odd stories. And some Assault Android Cactus. I think it's been good. So that's all I got for you. From there we go. Love the little wave. I'm Jason. This is Megataco. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you next time. Good night, folks.